we had Patrick Queen on Thursday's show, Chris, and he mentioned how he sees Lamar has full grasp of the playbook right now. And so what do you see on film or when you have personally eyeballed the Ravens that is different about their offense and Lamar, who I imagine is going to be the MVP of this campaign? What do you have for me on that one?
Yeah, if he doesn't win the MVP, I don't know what anybody's watching out there. It's the best team. He's the best player on the best team, and he literally drags them. I think the number one thing, and I could list out 20, I think, but the number one thing is his ability to keep a play alive inside the pocket for 6, 7, 8 seconds. And when you're playing defense against the kind of guys that he has that can get down the field and make plays, and his receivers are much, much better than what they were a season ago. When you're talking about that kind of production and you've got to protect it for like 8 seconds, it's literally impossible. And then even if you do, cover them for 8 seconds down the field, that means you've got 6 people in the secondary chasing 5 receivers around. And now Lamar is going to run for 40 yards on you. And the teams that can take all of their wideouts or running backs or whatever and spread them out across the field and can still beat you with the quarterback running the football, the Buffalo Bills, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, you just go right down the list. It almost feels unfair. I mean, it really does. Jalen, it just feels like there's 3 things you have to defend now on defense, and that's too many.
Now, again, and I think, the Ravens are the best team in football. We're seeing it. They've definitely proved it against the 49ers on Christmas night. However, again, you saw the 49ers on Thanksgiving night. Were you there Thanksgiving night, or is that the one that you were not in the booth for that one Thanksgiving night?
Thanksgiving night, yes.
You were. Correct. Okay. I don't remember your schedule completely because I know you didn't do both games that week. But so you were there on Thanksgiving night. You saw them destroy Seattle. I mean, they ruined their Thanksgiving. Then you saw what they did against Philadelphia, Seattle, and then they almost completed 5 in a row bird teams, and then they ran into the Ravens buzzsaw. Does that, and you've said multiple times, it's the Ravens Super Bowl essentially run to lose. Where do you put the 49ers in this whole thing? Did that one loss kind of throws you off them right now?
Well, I go right back to the thing we originally talked about, and that is the AFC just that much better?
Right.
I mean, we came into the season and our theory was the AFC is better. It's just better. And I think it's proven itself out over the course of the season. If you look at the overall record, the AFC has won a lot more games against the NFC than vice versa. So my question going into that Baltimore game was, it looks like the 49ers are the better team, or is it that the Baltimore Ravens have slugged their way through an incredibly tough AFC North with, Cincinnati hasn't won a game yet in the AFC North. And Pittsburgh, you know what they've got on defense. Cleveland, you know what they've got on defense. And if you're battle tested and hardened through that division and you've come out the other end, San Francisco scares the heck out of everybody on defense. I'll bet it doesn't scare the heck out of Baltimore, And again, when you're trying to rush 4, which is what San Francisco does, they've made a great living off of rushing 4 and playing coverage over the years, but you can't do that. You're leaving open. There are always 6 lanes, right? You have to cover when you're pass rushing. And if you rush 4, you only got 4 of them covered. And that, he's going to find one of them. And it's too much to defend. So I'm sticking to my theory that the AFC is a little tougher. It doesn't mean that Dallas or Philly or San Francisco or whoever, maybe the Rams, who are getting hot, that won't come up and be the hot team that wins it all. But going into it, I think the AFC's been better.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.